That's the best, but
Yeah,
I'll
isn't it?
just see.
Very clever effort, yes.
think that was
I think he's improved, get a little more distance if you put your hand, this left hand, so the back of the hand points right at the target.
Yeah.
Swing right on through.
I'm not interested in a lesson from you. You wouldn't even let me play in the tournament
No,
this year.
no ladies allowed.
Listen, you promised, though, that if I got a 12 handicap, I can play in this tournament.
I think I'm safe in promising that.
Well, I want to know, sweetheart, about the tournament. Tell me all that's going to happen this year.
I'll be glad to tell you everything I know.
Well, who planned the weather for openers?
Well, the weather is really benign, but it could switch like that. You know, this course has a reputation. When it lays defenseless, that's when nature comes to its aid and provides a little wind, a little rain, changes the conditions completely. And then what seemed easy before becomes very difficult.
You're going to put that in your book? That's really poetic. That's
really? I stole it from Pat Ward Thomas.
Yeah, but that's all right. Pat Ward Thomas is a great writer, and he's written about your tournament several times. How long has the tournament been going on?
This will be the 35th year. We started in Rancho
35.
Santa Fe, California in 37 and interrupted it during the war years for a couple of years, and when we resumed, we came up here to Pebble Beach, and I've been here ever since.
Now you've got a new course going. You've got Spyglass, and the other two
in 3 or 4 years. It originally started just Pebble Beach and Cypress Point. And then we added Monterey Peninsula Club. And then we had to drop that because they have 2 18-hole courses over there and a big membership, and they just couldn't see giving up their course, which I've been playing for 10 days for the pros. So then we picked up Spyglass Hill when that was completed. That's a wonderful challenge, great golf course.
It's much too long for me to even think about riding around in a cart on.
Too long for anybody.
This hole, I hit off the ladies' tee, and I was delighted that I almost got to land. But you from over there, that's the men's tee.
Mm-hmm.
You made your hole-in-one, didn't you?
Well, it's hole-in-one's all luck, you know. You knock one up there in that direction, and sometimes it goes in, and it's an ace. I know great players that played for years before they made their first hole-in-one. And then Art Wall, another great professional player, has made 33.
33?
I think I've made 11. And Jimmy DeMeritt, who was one of the best iron players that ever lived, it wasn't until midway in his career before he made one.
Really?
Just a bounce this way, bounce that way, goes in the hole.
I'd settle for one on 16 here. Wow. Now, tell us about Gene Littler. I saw him tee off just a minute ago.
Beautiful swing, fluid motion.
That's
the purity of method. If it ever was demonstrated, that's the guy that does it.
And he won back-to-back, did he?
No, he won last year.
He won last year,
and it was a great victory and a popular victory because, as everyone knows, Gene had just recovered from major surgery. And to come out on the golf tour after surgery of that character and win one of the toughest golf tournaments to win, I guess, on the tour, on these 3 challenging golf courses, was a wonderful, wonderful thing, and everybody was overjoyed.
You know, Jack Nicklaus says this is the toughest of all the tournaments, and it's the one tournament he'd never missed playing in. Who are the other special players this year, the celebrities?
Oh, the celebrities? Well, we got George C. Scott, and we got Ephraim Zimbalist, and Glenn Campbell, and Mac Davis, and Andy Williams, and let me see.
I know you
Clint Eastwood.
You got Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench, and Raleigh Fingers, and Tommy John. These are all baseball players. There's quite a sprinkling of celebrities.
Well,
some athletes, some actors.
There's an amateur I'd love for you to mention. I mean,
who's that?
Well, he picks up free groceries at your house all the time.
Nathaniel, that's the 14-year-old. And he's playing in the tournament. He pestered me so much and got his golf game down to a point where he's a fine handicap. And there's no way I could avoid making him an entrant. And he plays well enough, but I suppose when he tees off today, why he'll take the high octane and blow up and shoot about a 90 or something.
Well, as a proud
I hope not. I'd like to have him make a good showing.
He didn't do badly in Europe last summer with you.
He played all over Europe. Played 35 different courses, and he averaged 77 points something. So he's a legitimate fighter.
Interesting. You seem so casual about the whole thing, but no, he averaged 77 points something on every round.
Well, that's a 5 or 6 handicap.
That's not bad, is it? Why can't he read?
Well, he doesn't pay much attention to his books. He's got a golf club in his hand.
And you dump that on my shoulders too, don't you, Mother? Why can't he read? Listen, tell me who's going to win.
Oh, that would be an idle prediction. You couldn't tell. On this tour nowadays, there's so many great players. Last week, for instance, at Phoenix, a young man named Bob Gilder, the second time he ever played in a tournament on the tour, he won the Phoenix Open against all the great players.
Fantastic.
There's 150, 160 pros here, and they all are fine players. Anyone can win it. The favorites have to be Miller, Nicklaus, Dave Brewer off his practice round the other day.
62.
Miller, Barber, Bobby Nichols, any number, Hale Irwin, Any Malou Grain,
Tom Weisskopf.
Tom Weisskopf, they're all marvelous.
You and
players.
Tom won in Scotland.
We won a
last
match
summer.
in Scotland, television match, when I was over there, Glen Eagle.
Fantastic. I want to know, you know, since you say newcomers can win, what about women newcomers winning your tournament?
I don't think the professional tour allows members of the distaff branch to play in a PGA-sponsored event.
Now, I don't
it's
want,
in their charter.
I don't want to get woman's Libby about it, but I'm hostess of the Naples Golf Tournament in Florida the 4th to the 8th of February,
That's
and
the
you're
ladies-
getting to play in
ladies'
that.
tour.
You are
Are they gonna
playing.
have me?
They're having
I don't know
you.
if I want to play or not
Yes,
with all
you
those
do.
chicks. No.
They could outdrive you too.
They all
You're
outdrive
playing.
me.
Harry's playing. Nathaniel's playing, and I am playing. So get
You're
ready
gonna
with
play?
your. I'm playing, and get ready with the
You
cleanup.
take a lot of insurance. You're going to throw somebody in the gallery with that duck and hook you hit. That's a snake.
Unkind is kind of all. Now we're going to go meet the stars on the course, and I want to thank you for opening our little session with
Just have breakfast ready on time. That's all I require.
fried burned eggs.
Yeah.
You got it.